to believe that the key to success is to find something you're passionate about and to follow it to the very end. We've been given the impression that very successful people wake up burning with passion and then they go on and change the world. Well, why that could happen in some instances, that's not always the pattern. In fact, in many cases, people don't start with passion, they start with curiosity, they start with learning a skill, and when they become very proficient in that skill, the passion begins to bloom. Passion usually comes after you become good at something. So instead of follow your passion, I think a better advice is build valuable skill around something you enjoy. For most people, passion is developed. So think about it as a child who likes to draw. This child doesn't suddenly develop passion for design, right? So take myself for an example. The level of interest and passion I have now is way more than what it was when I was in school. Why? Because I am now in practice. Because as humans, what keeps us going is not just passion, it's progress. We naturally enjoy the things that we are competent at. And if you're competent at something, chances are you're going to want to keep doing that. We tell people to follow their passion. One of these three things can happen. They can wait endlessly to discover this one thing that they are passionate about. They can jump from one interest to another because they are trying to find out what it is that will spark a fire in them. Or they can just feel like failures because they haven't found out this one thing. Another thing is that you can be passionate about something and even learn how to do it, but you can still be frustrated. You can be passionate about music and still struggle financially because you haven't learned the marketing skill. You can love fashion and still struggle and fail at it because you haven't learned branding and the business part of it. Passion without skill can be very frustrating. So your interest should be paired with useful. So instead of asking yourself, what am I passionate about? Ask yourself, what am I interested in? Like, what do I have so much interest in that I can actually dedicate time to learn the skill or to build the skill around that particular thing? The goal is not to discover one thing that you're intensely passionate about that you cannot sleep without doing it. Your goal is to combine your skill, your interest, and your value consistently in order to build something for yourself. So passion grows from mastery. Most successful people did not become successful from their passion. They became passionate after they became good at what it was they were doing. Because the more time, effort, and dedication you put into something, the better you get at it. And the better you get at something, the more and the deeper the interest you have in it grows. When you see your favorite footballer, you're admiring his skill set, you're admiring the depth of dedication that he has, but you're not seeing the amount of work, the amount of practice, the years of repeated practice he has had in the past. When you listen to your favorite musician, you're seeing how good they are, the songs they make, but you don't know how long they spend in the studio, how much songs they've written that didn't even make it to the limelight. Even when you see a surgeon doing exceptionally well in the theater, you're seeing the results of their work, but you're not seeing the hours of dedication they put in. So it's not just because these people are passionate about what they do, it's because they've dedicated time to become exceptional in that thing they do. And whatever it is you dedicate time to and become exceptional in, you're likely going to become more interested in that thing because, like I said, humans like progress. If I'm doing something and I'm good at it and I'm making progress in it, chances are I'm going to want to keep doing that stuff. And I want you to know this: we become by doing. If there is something you want to do, or if there is something you want to become, it doesn't just fall on you like a clothing. You have to put in the work, you have to put in effort. Yes, it's true that there are things that come naturally to people, they don't have to put in so much effort. But even to those things that come naturally to us, I don't know if you've heard people say talent is not enough and that hard work will beat talent anytime. So if you're very skilled at something, if you don't put in the work at it, somebody who has put in twice or three times the amount of work you put in would eventually become better. Part of the reason I'm making this video is that I've heard someone say, oh, I'm passionate about dentistry, that's why I want to become a dentist. And while I understand what this person is trying to say, I also want us to understand something, right? It is hard to be passionate about something you do not know how to do. Passion usually comes from knowing. So in most instances, you have to start doing. There is nothing wrong with wanting to be a dentist. The problem with this ideology is that a lot of people feel like they need to feel a burning desire for something before they can do it, or before they become good at it, or before they even venture into it. And it's not necessary, right? What you need to do is find something you're interested in, right? Even if it is a tiny spark of interest, then begin to put in the amount of effort or work required to build the skills needed in that stuff. So using dentistry as an example, if you're interested in dentistry, right, it's fine. You write the exams that are necessary, get into the university and start studying dentistry. As the years go by, you would now find out whether you were really, truly, genuinely passionate about it. Don't mind the smirk on my face. I'm just joking. But you get the point I'm trying to make. And this also applies in every other area of life. There are so many things we think we are passionate about, right? But we really can't tell because we haven't really started doing those things. And even when you find something you're passionate about, you still need money, right? Somebody will say, if your passion can't put food on your table, keep it on the side and find something that can put food on your table. When you eventually find that thing that can put food on your table, then you can use the resources from that stuff to pursue your passion, right? But not everybody has the luxury of, finding something that puts food on their table and, going again to pursue their passion. The essence of this video is to share my own thoughts about passion, dreams, and living a fulfilling life. You don't necessarily have to be passionate about something to become good at it. But if you become good at something, you're very, very likely to grow so much interest in it that you can even develop a certain level of passion in that thing that you're. In conclusion, I want to say that I don't think follow your passion is the best advice. I'd rather say pay attention to your interests, find something you're interested in, and dedicate time and effort in building the skill around those things. Your passion will grow naturally through competence and experience. So don't be ashamed to try things and fail. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you get notified every time I post new videos. Take care of yourself.